guys, welcome back to my channel. The lighting is just not doing what it needs to do. The sun keeps going in and out. Like, I don't know what's going on, but this is a very important message. I'm super excited to talk about this topic today because it's just very, oh, my hair is falling apart. It's very like on brand for me, you know? Today we're going to be talking about how to manifest. I'm going to give you guys some manifestation tips that I use myself, right? So let's get right into it. So what is manifestation, right? Like, manifestation is a practice where you can vibrate to a level where you are attracting certain things that you would like. Some people manifest, insert what you would like here. You can manifest friends, you can manifest a certain type of man, a certain job, profession, relationship, an outcome in a specific area. You can manifest a providing man or a generous man. You can manifest a man who will specifically love you in a certain way, increased earnings, a specific car, a deal to work out in your favor. The list goes on and on. The possibilities are truly endless. So we know that everything is energy, right? Everything at its base level is energy, vibrations. So by vibrating a certain way, you can attract certain things to you on that same vibration. As this video progresses, it will make more sense. So the key way, so you have to also understand, in order to really grasp this concept of manifestation, you have to understand that you can literally create the reality that you want in this life. Your mind is your avenue or your channel in this life where you can bring certain things to you. If you're always thinking negatively, then negative things will happen, because that's what you're that's the wavelength you're vibrating on. Also, you're only seeing the negative because you're always being negative. First, you have to, before you even do anything in regards to manifestation, it's very important for you to establish what are your desired outcomes. What kind of profession or job would you like to attain? What kind of man do you want to be attracted to you? What kind of lifestyle would you like for your children if you decide to get married one day? Two important concepts in manifestation that I would like to share with you guys today is, oh, I just noticed something, is delusion, the two D's of manifestation, right? They are delusion and detail. Delusion and detail. When I refer to delusion, let me just explain. In order to attract the things you want in this life, or that you desire in this life, you have to be a bit delusional, right? Now, I'm referring to the healthy type of delusion. Like, we don't want to be people that are just not even working towards a certain goal and we're just saying, oh, I'm going to be great one day, but like, you have zero work ethic, you're not doing anything in your day-to-day to even move you closer to said goal. No, that's not the delusion I'm talking about. When I say delusion, or when I'm referring to delusion, I'm really talking about when you're practicing any of these tips that I'm going to talk about, you really have to believe it in your heart. You have to believe that you're that person. You have to believe that that person is coming to you, and it's only a matter of time before it comes to you, right? So it doesn't matter about the naysayers and the people who say you're not going to achieve that, you can't achieve that. Look at your demographics. You know, people who are around us or love to kind of like rain on our parade sometimes. So you have to really maintain that level of delusion where you're like, no, I'm going to achieve this. I don't care where I come from. I don't care about my background. I'm going to achieve insert desired result here, right? So you have to be delusional. You have to really act like this is already happening for you, right? And the second D of manifestation is detail. You have to be extremely detailed. For instance, you cannot just say, I want a husband, for example. You will attract, there's a lot of husbands out there, but what type of husband do you want? How will he act with you on the day-to-day? What kind of job will he have? How will he look? Like, what is his political stance? Is he a providing man? Is he generous? What kind of family does he come from? Does he have children? You have to be very detailed. You can't just say, I want a husband. Like, okay, there's a lot of men walking the earth and you don't want them to be your husband, sweetheart. So you have to be extremely specific. Let's get into this list. I'm so excited. You can hear the excitement in my earrings. Anyways, the first tip for manifestation, or how to manifest, is you want to daydream. Visualize the desired reality or the desired outcome, right? Daydreaming and visualization is first of all, it's a great escape from reality if you're going through a rough patch. It's great to daydream about things that you want to happen. Sometimes we daydream about things we don't want to happen, worst case scenarios. Let's reverse that. Let's start daydreaming about things that we want to happen. The reason why daydreaming and visualization really works is because when you're thinking about those results, when, like, say for instance, you're thinking about, what is something you can manifest? When you're thinking about your friends, say you want friends, right? And you desire to have a good core group of friends. When you're thinking about how you guys are going to hang out, how you can meet up, how you're going to celebrate each other's birthdays, and what kind of friends they will be, what their personalities will be like. When you think about it, you're really creating a feeling in your chest almost. You can like feel the warmth, like, wow, that would be a lot of fun, right? Or, wow, when I am a lawyer, when I'm an attorney, that is going to be so great to be able to wear my power suits and just command respect in a room. And I'm excited about the courtroom experience and blah, blah, like, and you feel that love and desire and hope and passion in that moment for whatever it is that you're wishing for. And by vibrating on that level, you're attracting those things to you. But none of this works without work, right? You have to work towards it. You can't just daydream all day without doing anything in your real life to attract those things to you or to create results. You're creating a reality here, right? So it's not just about daydreaming and not doing work and using your hands and the gifts that you were given in this life to obtain said goal, right? So, but it's very important to daydream and think often about the things you want in this life, the type of partner you would like, the type of lifestyle you want your children to have. Like, these are just examples. So the next tip is that you want to think it through. You have to think through step by step what it will be like to be in the position you want to be in. Say for instance, you want to attract a certain type of man. Think and imagine and give as much details to your thoughts in regards to where you're going to meet him, what will he look like. You have to be very detailed. Even if you're, say, this is the easiest example. If you're alone, like you're by yourself, you're single. If you're single and you desire to be married, you need to be, this is where delusion comes in. You need to act like you're already with him. If you're dancing in the mirror, for example, and just hanging out after a long day, you need to imagine. This is where imagination comes in. You have to imagine him dancing with you, and how will it be interacting with him. And you're dancing in the mirror, obviously, in reality, but you're imagining how it will be if he's there, and how he will be dancing, what he will be wearing, what will he look like. Is he going to be laughing at your quirky dance moves? Get really into it, because it's almost like when you're imagining things like that, it's almost like it's happening. So think it through, and also prepare a plan. Make a plan. You have to make a plan. Write it down. It's very powerful to write things down that you desire. If you want to attract whatever goal it is, whatever you want in life, you have to create a plan of how you are going to get to where you need to be. So very important, always be detailed and be extremely delusional. And another tip for manifestation that I want to share is, get the sticky notes, the post-it notes, and write down what it is that you desire. I have sticky notes all over my mirror, so every time I look in the mirror, I repeat everything that I've written down, and there are deadlines, and you don't have to give a deadline, but you can give a deadline on things. You could do anything you want. You can give yourself a deadline. Absolutely. I think that's even going to help you because now you have a deadline. You want to achieve this goal, right? So you have to work towards it every day. Like, how about you place a goal? Like, okay, I want to meet this person within 2 years, for example. I want to meet this person before this birthday, before my 30th birthday, you know? Or whatever it is. You can make this whatever you want, but these are just tips. But literally buying post-it notes and putting them on your mirror is also very effective. And even like if you want to just manifest a better internal dialogue, for example, like because a lot of people struggle with this, like negative self-talk, being too hard on yourself, things like that, which is really not being hard on yourself, it's negative self-talk. In your bathroom mirror, you can place post-its that have, you know, affirmations like, I'm beautiful, I'm so sexy without my makeup, I look great naked, like I have a very feminine body, my whatever, it get really detailed with your body parts. But yeah, post-its everywhere, put them in your workspace, put affirmations everywhere, like so that you're always reminded, because you're going to come into stressful situations, right? And you want to be able to, when you're looking around, see positivity. So yeah, if you're manifesting, get some post-it notes. A lot of this has to do with the feeling you get in your chest, and the energy that these thoughts will bring. Because as you're thinking of your desired reality, say you're closing your eyes, just thinking about that person and how will it be to have a life with them. I'm already smiling. And talk about how you want it so bad and move in this life as if you already have it. You got this. I know you can do this. The key is to be consistent with it. You know, you can't just do it like for a few days and then be like, oh, I haven't met anyone, or I haven't gotten that promotion, I didn't get the house, or whatever. Like, you literally have to be consistent, and you have to really believe. You have to really believe that it will be yours one day. You have to believe in your power that you have within yourself to create your reality. They say what you fear the most is what you attract. And the reason why that is true is because the fear is probably one of the most intense feelings that someone can have within them, right? Fear drives religion. If you're not fearful as a religious person, then you won't be a religious person. The reason why a lot of people are religious is because they fear hell. Like, you are literally afraid of hellfire. You're afraid of so many things that people say will happen to you if you don't follow a certain way of thinking. And I'm not giving my opinion here, but fear is in everything. And there's a reason why, you know, fear is an essential part of society, because if you don't fear anything, you're out of control. It will be anarchy if no one is fearful. That's not a situation, and that's not a society or a world I want to live in. It's wonderful that people are fearful, but what was I even talking about? So I was talking about fear, how it's the most intense, one of the most intense feelings that a human being can experience. Yes, fear is extremely powerful. So if you're constantly fearful of something, like, and you're actually attracting the fact that you won't achieve certain things in life. So how about we turn that into something good by, instead of operating out of a place of fear, you're operating out of a place of hope, and not even hope, more so knowing that it's going to happen. And in fact, it's already happening, because I am that person that I want to be. Just bringing that reality and that feeling into your chest, as opposed to feeling fear and doubt and feeling like you've already failed. And you don't have to fail. You don't have to fail. Here's another manifestation tip. So I just mentioned writing. You can write a story or a poem or a song in regards to what you desire. For example, like if you journal, you can just journal. So this is where delusion comes in, okay? So I had a lovely day today. I hung out with my husband. He is away on a business trip. This is just an example. And he came into town just to see me. He surprised me with flowers, my favorite type of flowers, be detailed, right? It was so sweet. He looked so handsome. Write out how he surprised you, how you had an awesome day with your husband, and then he had to leave and you were crying because you were like so sad, but also like you were so happy and emotional, and like, yeah, write it down. Instead of writing, oh my God, I really don't like the way things are going, and it's okay to do that sometimes, but like do more of the just write it out as a story, what you want. Or you could write poems about the type of life you already have, even though you don't have it. Write songs. If you're a musical person, write songs about how you've already made it to said plateau. Next tip, you have to live and act and carry yourself as if you are someone who already has it. So for example, if you desire to be insanely rich and successful financially in whichever fields, you have to literally dress and act like you already have it. And a great way to do this is when you do find yourself, say you're not in the best place financially. If you find yourself having to pay for things, don't begrudgingly pay for things. Pay for things like, oh, I already have it because I'm a this, that. I'm already a successful business owner, for example, if that's something that you want, right? Like, I'm not mad. Oh, I got this. Instead of like counting the change, being like, oh my God, that's gonna affect this, that. Saying that and having that emotional reaction and therefore being on that vibration is not going to make the situation better. You have to pay for XYZ, so just pay for it, and pay for it in a grateful way and be like, wow, I'm so glad I can afford that because I've been very successful lately. The business is going well. I just closed a deal, whatever it is, right? Oh, but I absolutely act like I already have the things that I desire, and I desire many things. So, I don't act like it's not going to happen. I act like it is going to happen. And in fact, it's already happening. And I just carry that with me. Dress like you already have whatever it is that you desire. You have to dress like the person you'd like to be. You are that person already. So this is just a general rule. Like, it's very important to be mindful of the things that you say in this life. I think I spoke about this before. The things you say and think about, you have to be a manager of your thoughts. Because if you just let your mind just succumb to eat every fear, every doubt, you will end up in a world of pain and in a sea of negativity before you know it. So it's important, like, you are the master of your own mind and you have to control that. So when it comes to manifestation, it's normal that you're going to feel these seeds of doubt that have been planted by just circumstances. It's no one's fault. It's normal to doubt yourself. If you doubt yourself, you're a human being. Congratulations. So it's nothing to beat yourself up over, but you have to push that negative thought out as soon as it appears and replace it with a positive thought. A good way to combat negative thoughts is to ask yourself, wonder if things work out. Wonder if this desired outcome really does become my reality. Then how awesome would that be? And doesn't it feel so much better to just focus on that than to focus on the opposite of that, essentially, right? Just be mindful of the things you say and the things that you allow people to say to you as well. Talk about the things you want in a safe space, because sometimes I like to be on the side of don't tell everyone your desires, because a lot of people don't wish you well. People see life as a competition and they don't want you to be ahead of them in any way. So don't just go blabbering on to people about what you want to do in your free time or the type of man you want. Like, just keep it to yourself. But when you are amongst friends and people that you do really trust and that you know are your supporters, then yeah, talk about the things you guys want. Talk about what you desire, like all the time. Like become obsessed with it. This is probably my favorite point. So as you guys know, like in my previous video, I did talk about this ring, this little ring that I purchased myself. And it kind of leads to this point. So it's important when you are manifesting to make your jewelry sacred, right? And you can apply this to anything that you put on your body. Now, when you make something sacred, you just allow it to have a certain meaning, right? So this ring that I'm wearing has a specific meaning for me. And each time I look at it, I think about what this ring means to me, and it gives me a certain feeling, and it just gives me a certain feeling, right? And you can do that with any article of clothing. You can do that with a necklace, any kind of jewelry, earrings, specific earrings. Like if you have a necklace that has a gemstone in it, or if it just means something for you, it doesn't even have to be like spiritual, like, you know, crystals and stuff like that. Like it doesn't have to be like that. It can just have a specific meaning for you, and you can give it that meaning. Therefore, you're making it sacred. And every time you look at it, you're getting that feeling and you're reminded of your goal or whatever it is that you would like to manifest. Do this with your clothing as well. You can make your clothing sacred by relating it to whatever goal it is that you wish to have. Each time you wear the clothing, each time you look in the mirror and you know you're wearing that blazer or whatever it is, you can do this with literally anything that you place on your body. You can make it sacred and correlate it to your desired outcome. Make your jewelry sacred, make your perfume sacred, make your body spray sacred. Anything that even your soap, you can make your soap sacred, so that when you're taking a shower, you're thinking about whatever it is that you want and the desired outcome that you're looking for. Another thing you can do is make your body parts sacred. Make your various body parts sacred. And what that means is, just like we just talked about the jewelry and the clothing, you can make it sacred and all of that. You can literally make your body parts sacred, and you can say out loud, say, for example, you can look at your hands and say, these are the hands that are going to touch a lot of money. These are the hands that will caress my providing husband's face. These are the hands that will hold the hands or feet of many beautiful children that I will have with my husband. And just imagine how your hands will look in Santorini, for example. Where do you want to go? You want to go to Maldives? Imagine your feet walking on the sand of Maldives as you're looking at your feet right now. Your body go to those places where you want to go. You're thinking about your body parts and, you know, how they will be and how they will look within your desired reality. You can say, like, a good one that I like is, these hands will shake the hands of great people. You know, these little hands, but yeah, these hands can do that. Look at them. Look at your body parts when you do this. Or if you're making your womb area sacred, touch your womb, like touch your tummy and talk about the things you want to happen in your womb. There is nothing more powerful than this, to just literally touch yourself and speak life and speak desire into your body. Really want to focus, and that's another tip, is you have to be focused on what you're doing, and it doesn't have to take long. Like, you can literally implement this into your morning routine, your nighttime routine. So a good place to start with all of this is deciding what it is that you want out of life, what it is that you desire in a partner, the type of lifestyle that you want. Write it down and then start using these tips, and I promise you it will definitely bring good things to you. So that concludes my video. Like and subscribe and share if you care, and if you feel like this will help someone and uplift them and empower them, then by all means, I read all of the comments that you guys leave, so feel free to leave comments, make suggestions, ask questions. I'm here to assist. So thanks for watching my video, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.